Hi, and welcome to the No Experience. I'm Shireen No, and today we're going to talk about things you are not going to find in a South Korean home. So let's get right into the video. I just looked in the camera and saw my hair is crazy today. I don't know what's going on with it, but oh well. Anyway, the first thing I noticed when I moved to South Korea that was not in people's homes, including my own, is garbage disposals. Now, granted, not every home in America has garbage disposals either, but I mean, they're pretty common. I mean, even in some of my dumpy apartments I've had before, had garbage disposals, but you're not gonna find them in South Korea. I have seen advertisements on, like, not billboards, but kind of billboards, showing that you can buy garbage disposals, but they're really different from American ones. And I think that this is partly due to the fact, as I understand it, most homes, or especially the older apartments, maybe newer ones in like Seoul are different, but the apartment buildings have septic tanks. Doesn't seem to be like a big sewer system that all homes, apartments, everything drains into and then goes to a treatment plant. I've actually seen where the truck comes and empties the septic tanks in the apartment buildings, including our own. And I also think this is why sometimes if you visit Korea and you use like a public bathroom, you'll see a sign on the door that will say, please throw your toilet paper in the toilet. And that's because, again, as far as I understand it, a long-running myth in Korea that if they flushed their toilet paper in the toilet, that it would somehow disrupt the septic tanks or clog the septic tanks or something, or mess up the pipes. So sometimes you'll still come to Korea and you'll still use a toilet, whether it's a public toilet or in like a restaurant, and there will be used toilet paper in the trash bin next to the toilet. And yes, it does smell bad. When I have seen the ones that you can buy, it has a container that all the ground food goes into, and then you empty the container. So it's not like, again, it doesn't go into the water system to be treated someplace. So, you know, it's interesting. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is one I have mentioned in a previous video, but I want to mention again. South Korean homes don't come with closets.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's still weird, but my husband has told me that some really new like apartment buildings in Seoul are starting to even more westernized. So some of them do have like the built-in closets to hang your clothes up, but all the other places in homes, including my own, they don't. They're usually, when you move into a building, you'll notice that most of the rooms are just four walls. Do with it what you like. It can be a TV room, a bedroom, whatever. It doesn't have anything to distinguish what room is what. So yeah, my husband has, we bought these large closets for us to put our clothes in. Yeah, weird, right? This next one has to do with the bathrooms. In America, we like to decorate. We like to decorate every room in the house, and the bathroom is no exception. Sometimes you'll have those matching towels and a pretty picture and maybe some cute doily looking thingies on the on the counters, right? In South Korea, you are not going to see bathrooms that are decorated, like at all. And that has to do with the fact that the bathrooms are very different here. The walls are all tiled because they don't use shower curtains. They don't use any, I mean, my bathroom has a very small little barrier from the shower head, so everything in the bathroom gets wet. That's also why many houses have like bathroom slippers that you put on actually when you go into to go to the bathroom, because the floor is almost always wet. Okay, so keeping things in the bathroom. Something else you're not going to find in Korean homes is a bathtub. Yeah, I have to admit, I didn't think I would miss a bathtub because really in America I didn't really use it that often. But again, they don't have them here. I did see one brand new apartment complex, a friend's house. She had one, but she obviously didn't use it because it had plants inside of it. Okay, something else that you're going to notice is missing from Korean homes is something I actually really miss. Carpets.
Did you see the memo?
Korean homes don't have carpets. They all have hardwood floors. well, I mean, they look like hardwood floors, or they're hard floors. Okay, the next thing that is missing from Korean homes, again, is something that I really want to buy, and I keep talking to my husband and trying to convince him to buy one at Costco, because I did see that they have them, but they're crazy expensive, is a laundry dryer.
That's suspicious.
Oh my God, you will not find a Korean home where someone has a laundry dryer. I don't care who they are, even celebrities. Like, all homes have washers, totally, and they're nice washers, but they do not have dryers. Again, maybe it stemmed from the fact that most Korean homes are super small, and mine is crazy small. Like, I don't even know where I would put one if I could convince him to buy one. There's no room. But they don't. They all hang their clothes up, and let me tell you, I hate it. I hate it. Because if you really want to wear something out that night to dinner, and you washed it today or even last night, it's probably not dry. And I don't have a lot of clothes. I don't have a job, so I don't have much money, and it's not easy to buy clothes in Korea for a tall, largely built American woman. So I don't have a lot. So if I want to wear it now, I have to think ahead. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about that you are not going to see in a Korean home are peepholes on the doors, the front door. There's really no need. I just thought it was strange, because obviously in America, all homes have peepholes. We need to see who's on the other side of that door, and y'all know why we need to see who's on the other side of that door, right? America is not exactly the most safe place to live. Let's just be real. There's really no need to have a peephole on your front door, and that's because most homes have like a telephone or a video screen, and whoever comes to the front door of the building will call your apartment, and you know who it is and you let them inside. I know places like big cities like New York and probably Chicago and things like that do that too, but everyone here has a electronic key code for their front doors. I've never seen a regular standard key for a house in Korea either, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, oh my God, this one drove me nuts when I first moved here, because I didn't know what to do without it. The next thing that you will not see in a Korean home is an oven. An oven, like, I've never seen a house in America that doesn't have an oven. Like, even campers have an oven. Even camp trailers have an oven. But they don't have them here. Like, even in my kitchen, I have a 2-burner top stove that's removable, and then there's a drawer and a cupboard under it. I have seen some other apartments, like online in Seoul, that they'll have like the dishwasher, or not dishwasher, like the clothes washer under it, like they do like in Europe, but there's no ovens. A friend of my husband's actually gave me like this really small oven. It's bigger than a toaster oven, so I've baked bread in it before, but I just kind of tuck it down on a bottom shelf of this metal shelf my husband bought, and I don't get as much use out of it as I thought I would want to. But that's, again, goes into another video I made where it's hard for me to find ingredients of foods that I'm familiar cooking in America, so I just don't. Okay, so let's go back to talking about these floors. So, another thing you're not going to find in Korean homes is central heating. And that's because in Korean homes, they heat the floors. The floors are heated. I super hate it. Like, super hate it. But that's also why, like I said, you're not going to find carpets here, because the floors, the reason I hate it is because Korea gets really hot, and I live in Daegu, which is super hot, and it also gets really cold. I hate it because, okay, if you're cold in America, even in your own bedroom, you can go and adjust the thermostat and turn the temperature up very quickly in your own room, right? Every room is separate, you can do it quickly. And all of us kids have sat in front of those things and let the heat just blare on us until we're warm. But you can't do that with heated floors. It takes forever for the floors to heat up, to heat the rooms, and that's what they use to heat their houses. Okay, lastly, something you are not gonna find in a Korean home is a dishwasher. I hate washing dishes. I hate washing dishes. I mean, I don't really know anybody who loves washing dishes. And my apartment's small, so you leave a couple of dishes in the sink and it looks like you have had a party. So I'm always washing dishes and I hate it. Yeah, again, it's probably because there's not a lot of room. Maybe there's a bigger story behind that. But the houses in Korea just don't have dishwashers, so yeah. Anyway, I really hope you liked this video. Please do subscribe and hit that like button, and also turn on the bell notification so you can find out when I upload my next video. And if you would like to support the channel so I can actually continue to make these videos and show you more outside of Korea, go ahead and do so. You can do so at patreon.com/theknowexperience. That would really help me to be able to afford to go out and explore more of Korea so that I can show you. So until next time, my friends, stay classy, YouTube. Bye.